Has it been a long time for you since you picked up something that you were super passionate about? Something that used to set your soul on fire? Something that, dare I say, used to keep you company when there wasn't people around? Something that grew up with you, something that knew you better than anybody? For me, it's writing. And writing has been there since I was about 10 years old. I was fully convinced that I was going to write a book at 10 years old. And my idea of writing a book when I was 10 turned into writing a book when I was 13, and then writing a book when I was 16, and well, at least I should get it out by the time I'm 18. And then I gave up because if I didn't get a book out before 18, I'm nothing. I'm just another person who published a book. If I didn't do some crazy prodigy work before the time I was 18, it meant nothing. You know who put that in my head? My dad. So I lost touch with how much I loved writing because it meant nothing if I didn't do it extraordinarily. And at some point, writing called to me like it always does. I was about 19, 20, 21, something like that. I was in college. I took creative writing classes, and it all came back to me, and it came back to me harder than it ever had before because I was around people like me, and that love followed me for the rest of my life. I'm 32 now, and still to this day, nothing excites me like a new pen and a fresh notebook and trying to find 10 minutes to steal to myself just to write something seems naughty, right? I have a newborn, I have a 5-year-old, I have a husband. Like, my entire day is consumed by my family. But when everybody goes to sleep and I have like this tiny little window of time to myself where I should be sleeping so that, you know, I can be well rested and not be a fucking horrible person the next day, instead I steal that time to write, because writing knows me in a way that nobody does, in a way that my family doesn't, my kids don't, my husband doesn't, right? My husband probably knows me more deeper and more intimately than anybody. Yeah, I attest to that, actually, 100%. And even the closest members of my family, my closest friends, nobody knows me as deeply as writing knows me. Even my cards. That's saying something. Every tarot reader knows your cards know you. They know you inside and out. They know your thoughts. They know the words that are coming out of your mouth before they even come out of your mouth. They know your higher self, your inner self, your shadow self, your child self, your teen self. They know your astral self, right? Your cards are so deeply entwined with you as a reader. Unless you don't have that kind of connection with your cards, I don't understand how you couldn't. But to say that writing knows me deeper than my husband and my cards, that's saying something. So what do you have for yourself that isn't a person, that isn't a pet? What do you have that knows you that deeply, that knows your true self, the part of you that you won't even show your closest human, your closest animal friend, your plants? Hell, I don't know. What is that thing that you do for yourself that knows you that deeply and that intimately? Whether it be working out or stretching or meditating or, you know, cooking, cleaning, all of those things are valid. All of those things are valid, right? But I told you the cards know. But why I'm bringing that up is to ask, Why do you treat that thing like it's optional? Why do you treat that thing like it's luxury? Why do you treat that thing like it's okay if I miss a day? It's okay if I put that off until later. It's fine. It'll still be there. It's not going anywhere, right? We should be treating that thing like breathing, like going to the bathroom, like eating, like a necessary part of our daily functioning, executive functioning, right? Because that thing is so deeply ingrained in us. It's such a part of us that it helps us not only release pent up energy, yucky feelings, right? It helps us to grease the wheels, keep creativity moving. It helps us to cope. It helps us to continue to know ourselves as deeply as we do. And if we don't know ourselves deeply, it's because we are ignoring that thing and we're pushing it away, because that thing is your key to knowing yourself so deeply, like it does. And you should know all parts of yourself, the good parts, the bad parts, the scary parts, the parts that you keep finding. Right, I'm 32 years old. I keep finding new parts of myself. I just keep stumbling on them. I didn't know that was still there. I didn't know you were hanging around. I forgot all about that thing, right? No, they're there. They're all there. Every single one of them. Gang's all here, right? They keep following me. They're never going away. It's not about healing them and releasing them. It's about integrating them and learning to work with them. Yes, healing them is important if they need healing. Not all past parts of you need healing. Some of them need love. Some of them need listening. Some of them need comfort. Some of them just need company, right? Some of them need something to look forward to. Every piece of you needs something different. Even the piece of you who is watching this video right now needs something that only you can give yourself, that only a future part of you can give to yourself right now. And you will. You'll get there. You'll reach out to yourself. Maybe it'll be astrally, maybe it'll be meditating, maybe it'll be in that space in which you are truly yourself, doing that thing that knows you so deeply. But you have to understand that you have to make time every day for this thing. It is a part of your executive functioning. It is a part of you now, because you are so far along your journey, especially if you're seeing this. Look, you are so far along your awakening journey. If you are seeing this, yep. Point proven. You are so far along your awakening journey that there is no more room for excuses. There is no more room for these silly little mistakes and these silly little slip-ups that we're gonna do because we're human. But the way that you can stay on top of it and continue to hold your own hand through this process, hold the past parts of yourself, hold the future parts of yourself, hold space for yourself every day, is to continue to do this thing that knows you so well, so deeply. And I know what you're saying, Star, I have a family, I have a life, I have a job, I can't do all of that. I know. But you do not live to work. Remember, none of this is real. Genuinely. If you're triggered by that, you're not listening to the right message just yet. Maybe come back to this one. But none of this is real. And the only thing that's real is you knowing you, walking with yourself. Okay? So do the thing. Stop ignoring it.